Hi, welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the universe of Chinese. We're going to continue our summer special program in deep diving on one single Chinese characters a day. So we are going to cover dong, which is a high frequency Chinese character. And you can see the contemporary Chinese, the simplified version, versus the traditional Chinese, very different. But basic structure is the same. It's a left and right structure, and the right side you can kind of recognize is similar things, but the left side is totally transformed. And when I first pick up this character, dong, in my learning Chinese language journey, it doesn't make sense. Like the left side in contemporary Chinese means cloud power. Like, what is cloud power? Are you talking about using wind power? I never thought about how to use cloud power. But apparently somebody in the process of simplifying Chinese simplified the whole thing on the left side into cloud. So mystery of history. Okay. Again, the left side we have we translated in Chinese, contemporary Chinese as dong. No, as a zhong. You can see zhong, kind of a sound maker as well, right? Because it sounds like a zhong. It's shared the same, the ONG structure, sound. So it's a sound maker, but it does lend its meaning to it. It means heavy. And now looking at the Chinese characters for the past over half a year, no, over 1.5 years almost, then I kind of understand the story of this, because at the very beginning, I was trying to explain why this means heavy. Okay, okay. This one is made up of 4 Chinese characters stacking up and also with layering. So it's quite a complicated formation. The top, this thing means human figure is squashed to the very top of the character. And then this convex shape and the concave shape connected with vertical line is a tree symbol. So the convex is a canopy of the tree. The concave is the root. Some would say root of the tree. So we have the canopy of the root, and then connected by a trunk. That's tree. Then the oval shape with horizontal line behind the tree is our sun symbol. Sun, because the oval is not because it's oval, because it's 4 characters kind of string together, kind of like a, what do you call it? Kebab string of meat put on a stick, kind of looking like that. 4 Chinese characters stringed together. So the sun definitely doesn't, squish like that in its physical representation. It's simply because it's stacking up and you have to save space. But the structure, in regard to the proportion of the character, the structure itself shows it's a sun. Oval shape means it's a sphere. Horizontal line means there's energy emitting from that sphere. That's sun. Then at the bottom, 2 horizontal lines connected by vertical line, which are kind of sharing the tree trunk. This is, first horizontal line means ground level. The vertical line means something growing in that ground. Second horizontal line, the bottom line, is the indicator. It's not a physical representation. It's actually an abstract thing. It's drawn, kind of a note-taking on top of the visualization. So ground level, something growing, and then the second indicator to mean here is what we're talking about. And what are we talking about? If something is growing and it's below the ground level, that means this is a soil. And we only regard soil as something your farm can grow from. If it's non-farmable soil, simply earth, that's probably not in the book of Chinese, farmers. They regard soil as something have to grow from it. That's why there's 2 horizontal lines plus a vertical line, and you have to pay attention. You cannot draw this horizontal line through the second line. It has to be perfectly connected like that. So accuracy. Okay, human figure, standing on top of soil. And then on the far background is the sun is in between the tree trunks, not even above the canopy. So here is my story after unpacking all that. It means in the dawn, in the very early morning, when the sun not far above the horizon, when it's still embedded in between the tree trunks, that's the timing marker. That's early in the morning. And then this human figure, this person already standing on a farmland. That's early morning farming activity. And eventually this becomes heavy. I'm not sure the logic jump of there, but if somebody have to get up early in the morning, day after day, toiling over their soil, that's heavy labor. That's hard work, right? So this, in this sense, probably that's how it becomes heavy. Initially, I thought this means this person stepping on the soil. I mean, not really explainable like that. So I would rather view it as it's heavy work. Therefore, it means heavy in general, even as stuff, material, things that's a heavy in its weight, then we use the same character. So we have heavy, and then the right side is a raking or plow. You can see the sharp edges. And again, this is some connector or handheld device, like a handle. And then you can rake it through the soil. That's a major farming tool back then. And because probably this is kind of hard labor. So language creators use this, commonly use a farming symbol to mean power, because you have to power through it, right? Muscular power, physical power. So this physical power plus this early morning farming together means move. And my interpretation now is that means you put in the work starting early morning. You start farming activity already. You start moving already for the day. And for agricultural society, that's super important, that you have to timely get onto your job post early in the morning and start moving. And that's what's considered a move. Probably we can imagine in an agricultural society back then, households each have their own square of land, and every family has to get out there in the field in the early morning to start moving. And that's the moment when, you know, even before, I guess they have to head out toward the field almost like before the sun rise, right? And so when the sun does rise, they are already working on the field. So this early morning farming activity then marks this moving. It's like the village came to life. People start working on the farmland already. That's move. Okay, now move can be translated as move, touch. Okay, touch means emotionally move somebody. So that's the touch we're talking about. It means emotionally touch. It doesn't mean touch, because when we say touch, it's not exactly use 动. 动 when we pair it with 人 means move a person. That means emotionally touch somebody, versus the other type of touch that's textilely, like hand touch. Okay, and then 动 can also be act or stir. Stir, you can understand, right? It means shuffle things up, make things moving. Not just you moving, you're moving some other things as well. And 动 can also be act, because 动 when we pair with 做动作, like you are moving in front of camera, and that's your acting. I mean, this can all be explainable, right? Same character applied into different contexts and then gain different meanings. And 动 can be arouse, again, just like touch. Arouse is another translation of emotionally move somebody, right? And because move means farming activity from the early on, and then that becomes use. 动 something means you are moving the resources. You're not exactly appropriating, but you're actually utilizing that. And that's, we can use the same character, means move as well. Very versatile character, but it came from this early morning farming activity, and I just define it as move means dawn farming. All right, catching into the currency of thinking about one word a day with Sophie. See you another day.